Well, as if Mega Man fans didn't get enough punishment. Well, depending on your point of view. Yeah, a little while ago, it was made known that Mega Man was getting a new animated series, which
Just in time for the 30th anniversary.
yeah, which was going to be released sometime in 2017, and just recently, uh,
From Ditsu Entertainment and DHX Media. Go ahead.
yeah, an artwork piece was shown about what Mega Man is going to look like in this new cartoon series, and of course, because liberties were taken, it was met with a lot of negativity. Now, when I first looked at it, I gotta admit I wasn't really digging it either, but I had to let it sit on me a while and just kind of think about it. And then they also, in the same day, released a little bit of story context as to what's going on.
Can I jump in just real quick? Um, when you first showed me that image, I had no problem with it. I actually liked it. I actually thought it was pretty cool. And we were on Facebook, and they were making comments on this article, and I said, "Oh, it looks fine to me." And some people got upset with me, and I was like, "Man, it's just art design." But apparently, they were more upset over the synopsis, and that's what I didn't read. So go right ahead.
Yeah, because now here's the thing: it's not just about the look, but now apparently Mega Man is no longer known as Mega Man. He is now this little boy known as Aki, I think. And he goes to school, but
Oh no.
and he tries to fit in with all the other kids. But when stuff goes down, he goes off and turns into his alter ego of Mega Man, and then saves the day.
So he's basically Spider-Man.
while keeping his identity a secret.
So he's Spider-Man.
Why?
I know. It's like I had no problem with the design because I'm sorry. I look at the design and I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. It looks like Mega Man. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like Mega Man. I know some people don't like the darker blues, but you know, I like the Tronish color of it.
It's not so much that there's.
I think it looks cool.
I mean, the dark blue is not the problem. It's just that there's no light blues. Like,
well, there's light blue stripes.
yeah, but he's all dark blue. Like, where are the light blue parts of his body? Like, but I get it. Like, okay, if you want to modernize it, fine.
Well, a lot of times people want new but the same. They want new but the same. You know,
And that's fine. It's not.
If they change one little alteration to his helmet, you're gonna have the Twitter blow up with death threats going to the people who designed it. That's just the way it is.
Now, if there have been like multiple sides of this. Now, if we were to look at this Mega Man story as if it was a spin-off,
that's what I have a problem with.
That would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because we've had multiple Mega Man spin-offs. We've had Mega Man EXE, which was a completely different story. In fact, it was kind of a darker one where Dr. Hikari took his deceased son, Hub, and somehow with mad Frankenstein science, took his deceased son's dead body, converted it into data, and made Mega Man out of it, where he gave it to his other son, Lan, 10 years later. And they went on their own adventures. That was a spin-off Mega Man story. Completely different, but it was still recognizable to be a Mega Man story. Then you have the Mega Man Star Force series, which, again, this character looks way different from what we'd expect to be Mega Man, but it's a spin-off, so you could just kind of expect that. The problem with this one is that it's not being recognized as a spin-off, but as a retelling of the classic story. Which is, if there's one rule about remakes, don't fuck with the original.
What they should have done is call it something else. Call it Mega Man Re-Energized, or, you know, Mega Man Reload or something. Don't call it Mega Man when you're doing something completely different, because we know, chances are, if we're going to watch this cartoon show, we know what Mega Man is. We know the story of the original Mega Man. Don't change it up and call it Mega Man. Call it something different so we know it's something different.
Because now it's piggybacking off of the original name.
Thank you.
So every time you look up Mega Man, now not only are you going to find the original, or now you might actually have to type in Mega Man Classic. Because now when you type in Mega Man, all you're going to see is this new one. And yeah, it's kind of a cheat, if you will. Where, like for example, the new Ghostbusters movie. You type in Ghostbusters thinking you're gonna find the classic one, and now you're gonna instead be bombarded with this new one you don't want to see, just because it's sharing the same name. So yeah, I agree. They really should have called it something else, like I don't know,
Yeah, something so that we know that it's something different.
anything.
Right.
Mega Man F.
Right.
Why not? Just yeah, call it. You could have called it anything, but yeah, exactly. When you call it Mega Man, you're now stealing the original. Now we have to be more precise when we look at that way. It's piggybacking off.
Look, I have no problem with the character design. I really don't. I feel about this the same way I feel about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers design. Like, okay, it's different, but it's still recognizable, you know. But I'm not too much of a fan of the Spider-Manification of Mega Man.
Yeah, I don't hate the character design. Like, I don't hate the outfit. Granted, I think it's more along the lines something X would eventually wear. So yeah, I think it's a little too futuristic even for Mega Man.
Right.
But yeah, the outfit, okay. If you want to modernize it and update it, sure, fine. Give it the Tron Legacy look if you must. But did you really have to go and mess with the original story? I mean, what we had was kind of fine.
Right. It was.
But we'll see where it goes. I mean, again, I don't hate the idea. Like, sure, Mega Man he's a real boy-ish. Like Dr. Light wants to give him a real boy identity. He wants to have a son. He wants to let him go to school and kind of show the world that humans and robots can live together in peace and be among each other because robots can think and feel like humans. Honestly, it does sound like a concept that would be beneficial to Dr. Light's studies because that's his whole thing. He wants a world where robots and humans can live in peace. So honestly, it's not a bad idea if you really think about it in context. He wants to show that to the world, so make a robotic son where he can live amongst the humans. And maybe he wants him to keep his identity a secret because one day when the world really wants to know who is this Mega Man that has been saving us after all these years, well, then maybe he can finally come out and say, well, he's been living amongst you as humans because even though he's not one, he feels and acts just like one, proving that it can be done. Robots and humans can live within peace. Not a bad idea in terms of context, and if that's the way they're going to go with it, then give it a shot. But yeah, if they're really going to go too far and ham it up and just give him an alter ego just for the sake of doing it, and
I will give this 2 episodes. I'll give this the first 2 episodes, and if it catches me, I'll watch it. If it doesn't, I'll move on to something else.
yeah, so I'm not going to write it off in advance. I'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm hoping that in terms of how I suggested, that they kind of go that route if they must. But it's like, okay, are we going to get into the thing where Mega Man's going to have school friends that show up to all of his troubles and just try to be there and like help him out? Like, oh my god, this is hitting Yu-Gi-Oh.